What's up, everybody? Felt like I had to make this video with the current situation going on in Brooklyn, New York with Khabib and Conor McGregor. By no shape or form am I defending Conor McGregor's actions. He's crossed the line, way over the line. But hey, you're going to let him get wild, you're going to let him get loose, and he hasn't had a lot of repercussions. He's going to push the limits, and he's gone way past the limit today. So I can't defend that. All I'm saying is this heightens the fight of Khabib versus Conor, Russia versus Ireland. What he did, horrible, distasteful, can't get down with that. But what happens in our sport is anytime these big negative events, or positive events, but typically negative events happen, it only heightens the fight, it heightens the pay-per-view buys. That's all I'm saying. You're telling me you guys don't want to see Conor versus Khabib now, after all this? Whether you want to see Conor lose now, or you want to see him win, you're definitely going to tune in. That's all I'm saying.
This is one of the times where social media is amazing. We see what is happening almost in real time. Just it seems like 10, 15 minutes after it. We can read the tweets when this stuff starts to happen, and then the videos start popping up 10, 12 minutes after we read about it. And it's just, I honestly got worried. I didn't look at my phone for the last 15 minutes, and I'm thinking, like, I was going to ask you, did anything else happen over the last 15 minutes? Any new info?
More of the same, and we want to take your reactions to this. 844-SXM-RUSH, 844-796-7874. If you've been living under a rock for the last, 4 or 5 hours or so, this is what went down. The media day for UFC 223 was going down in Brooklyn at Barclays Center. Conor McGregor, who is not fighting on the card, got into the venue, and as the fighters were in their bus about to leave the venue, he and about 20 of his goons attacked the bus. Conor picked up a parking divide, tried to throw it at the bus, picked up a trash can, tried to throw it at the bus. He was able to grab a dolly, those big metal doohickeys on wheels that you use to lift heavy things, picked that up, threw it through a window, broke the window on the bus, hit Michael Chiesa, cut his face. Michael Chiesa, who was set to fight Anthony Pettis on pay-per-view on Saturday, still trying to fight, still trying to cut weight. I don't know if he's clear to what's going to happen. Hopefully we're going to get his coach, Rick Little, on the show about next hour or so. And apparently this was all in retaliation because Conor McGregor's friend, who was supposed to be fighting on Saturday but has since been pulled, Artem Lobov, got into a confrontation with Khabib Nurmagomedov, who was fighting in the main event against Max Holloway for the lightweight title. And then this is how Conor McGregor chooses to respond. Multi-millionaire Conor McGregor, a guy who was about to get sued by everyone and their dog for his action at Barclays Center, and his logical reaction to his buddy beefing with another dude is to pick up a piece of equipment, huck it through a window, and hit somebody that has nothing to do with anything. This is the exact same guy who just last November in Ireland jumped over a Bellator cage after a fight, slapped a referee, slapped a Bellator official, and had nothing happen to him. This guy has completely lost his shit. This is what happens when a god complex mixes with probably a whole lot of cocaine and is released on the streets. This is what we get. This is one of the more insane days in mixed martial arts history. This is absolutely bonkers. I want to make sure I add a lot of context to this as the show goes on over the course of the next 2 hours. I encourage you guys to call in 844-796-7874. But there's no question this is one of the more crazy days in the dozen years I've been involved in mixed martial arts.
Oh, this seems to dwarf anything that I shouldn't say in seriousness, but it seems to dwarf like the John Jones news when he gets popped a day or two before a fight, the car wreck. Obviously, if you try to put that, we're not comparing them, but with how quickly this hit, the first tweet I read, I don't know about you, RJ, I read somewhere where some journalist said, word is that Conor McGregor is in town and is trying or in the Barclays Center now. And that's all I heard. I'm thinking, that's cool. What's Conor doing there? Is just supporting Artem. I didn't think anything malicious. And then 4 or 5 minutes later, I hear it starts trickling out what's happening. And I'm like, wow, I did not see this coming, man. And now the videos for people that haven't seen him, man, it's pretty crazy. One of the videos I think that paints a good picture of the seriousness of this is one of the videos. I'm not sure who shot it from inside the bus. I know you watched that one, didn't you, RJ? Where something came flying at the window and blasted. It's such a loud, violent thud, and the window either completely breaks or is cracked. And you're thinking, wow, these fighters had to be. I'm sure you could hear Khabib and his guys. They're ready to kill him. And everyone else has to be kind of scared. I know Rose, Dana even mentioned that Rose was kind of shook up. She walked back to the hotel. This is just a wild, wild last 4 or 5 hours.
It's been crazy. And I'm hearing people say, oh, fighters getting shooken up. These are fighters. How could they be shook up on a bus? Like, look, this is a group of people who are all cutting weight right now, dehydrated, malnourished, just did media, preparing for a fight that, for most of them, makes or breaks their career, because every single fight in the UFC is that important to your career. And you start seeing a gang of who knows what coming at your bus, breaking windows. You don't know what the hell's going on. You don't know what's going on out there. Losing their minds. And this is what's the crazy part of this, right? So much of this is looked at as Conor McGregor is retaliating and defending Artem Lobov's honor, right? Something along those lines. This makes no sense to me. Artem Lobov and Khabib Nurmagomedov had like a staring contest where they said a couple mean things to each other in the lobby of a hotel. No punches were thrown. No real threats were made that I could see. And Conor McGregor feels like this is the appropriate response. You take the one guy of the crew that has the most to lose, you set him loose and hurt somebody else that's not even involved with what's going on. I mean, this is ridiculous. This isn't like Boys in the Hood where it's a retaliatory drive-by. This is making a mountain out of a molehill. This is risking Conor McGregor is going to get his ass sued off. This is going to cost Conor McGregor millions and millions of dollars. Michael Chiesa can sue. Rose Namajunas can sue. I believe I was told that there was a member of the UFC team that had his knuckle broken. The venue can sue. I mean, this has to be the most bonehead move out of Conor McGregor that I've ever seen. And he's in a lot of boneheaded things.
Yeah, it really is. And I listening to Dana, and who knows, Dana, what I love about him is that he does speak he lets emotion into every single, seems like, decision he makes. When he jumped on Facebook Live, I believe, whatever it is, and he's talking about it. He said maybe the MacLife film crew was there and let Conor and all of his crew in. Could that be true? Like, would the MacLife be there filming, I guess, for Artem?
Let's go. Let's get a hit straight from the horse's mouth. This is Dana White, I would say about 2 or 3 hours ago. Immediately after all this happened, he just sit down with the media, and a lot of it, and it was all broadcast on Facebook Live and other places. This is Dana's opening comment about this situation earlier today.
So obviously I don't have any canned statements or anything to say other than what happened here today is Conor and approximately 20 guys apparently were let in through the doors by the MacLife guys who were credentialed here. They opened the doors for him through an entrance. They stormed the building, got down to the loading docks where the fighters were getting on the buses and started to attack the buses, throwing trash cans and dollies and things like that.
RJ, I got to step in quick.
Go ahead.
RJ, does that not sound like someone describing a terrorist act? Like a group of terrorists, they stormed the building, and whether Dana's being dramatic or not, it sounds like you're describing some crazy attack where a group of terrorists came in and terrorized and really messed up a group of people. It's when you listen to Dana describe how it all went down, man, this is like, this isn't even real life, I feel like. I don't know how it's real.
Well, here's a couple things. I think Dana's full of shit on a couple things. First off, the idea that it required Conor McGregor's crew, like MacLife is essentially, you don't know what it is, it's essentially a media company that I believe Conor either owns or is obviously affiliated with, is called MacLife. The idea that Conor needed to be snuck into a venue that's going to have a UFC, right? Like, you think UFC PR isn't going to let Conor McGregor into a building? Like, it's really going to require some insidious inside job by a group of spies? That's BS for one. The idea that and he goes on. Let's get to Dana White audio number 4, because this is the one that really got me rolling. This is Dana White about being in business with Conor again.
Do you want to be in business with Conor McGregor right now? Do you want to chase this guy around for interviews and buy his fights? Do you? Yeah. No, I don't think anybody is going to want to right now. No, I think everybody's going to be pretty disgusted with Conor McGregor right now.
If you hear something weird, that's my bullshit meter going off at DEFCON 5.